안녕하세요, 원다입니다. 스트레일리 선수가 몇 달 동안 겪은 한국의 모습은 어떤 모습이었는지 그 인터뷰 영상을 함께 보시죠.
I think you got 10 teams and it's all good. So what protocols are in place to keep everybody safe?
When I get on the bus, my temperature will be checked by a staff member of our team. When I get to the field, security will check my temperature there. You know, we have to wear a mask. Anytime you're going, coming, leaving your room, I forget mine constantly, and I always make it to the elevator bank and turn around and walk right back to my room and grab my mask. Like, it's just, I've been doing this for, 3 months here, and I still like it. It's not like, it's a part of my routine, but it's still like a forgotten part until I get to the door. And I'm like, okay, where's my mask? I go back and grab it. The culture that I'm immersed in over here in South Korea, that's what they do. Coach Conger went into the bank when we first got here, and they were like, hey, you can't come in here. And he was like, he was really confused, and they were like, he wasn't wearing a mask. They're like, you're just not allowed in. Like, you need to go get a mask if you want to come in here. And it happened to me a couple weeks ago. We went to this like cultural village. It's this really kind of cool hillside that they just painted all the buildings bright colors. It's really old housing. And anyway, we're walking into it, and the security guard like came over to our group and was like, hey, he's not allowed in here. And I was like, what? For what? Like, and they're like, oh, no mask. And I was like, oh crap, it's in the car. I'm gonna go back and grab it. And so like, that's just the way things are work here. And so if you can't make that mental adjustment to just like having to accept this is a new process, I think that's kind of where it all started for us, is like just being able to just go with things. That was a big change. Just go with it.
What's your favorite food?
Kind of doing different things. The food delivery system over here is absolutely incredible. They're just apps, and like every single restaurant you could possibly think of is in there. I found a place that does like stir-fried chicken that like is been my go-to. And then the other stuff, we always tend to find like the Korean food like on the edge of like Western food, like teriyaki chicken place like isn't crowded all the time, but it's one of our favorite places. Anytime you just like have a little bit of time and go to like just the Korean like barbecue spots, it's just kind of fun. You cook your own meat. You like they usually have like some sort of ramen or like a cold noodle to go with it. And it's just it's such a different experience than I expected. Little things like when you go to the restaurant, there's no like, the menu isn't like, here's your appetizers, here's your entrees, here's your desserts. Like it's not like that. Like you go to a beef restaurant, they have 5 types of beef and you pick which one you want. It comes out sliced up and you cook it on your barbecue. You go to that's it. There's no salad before your meal. There's not like this. Then if you go to like a pork restaurant, that's where you get your pork. If you want fish, you go to a fish restaurant and they just have fish. Like it's just so different than we're used to back in the States.
That's interesting. If you were to stop right now, it's midday in South Korea, and how long would it take you to go find an American bagel? How long would that take?
2 seconds.
Delivery here is amazing. You could find an American bagel. There's bakeries everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They all have bagels.
Culturally, to stay on that subject, even if there wasn't a global pandemic going on, the game of baseball is different there. There's cheerleaders, there's lots of noise. How different would
I signed here, it was, I don't know, mid-December. I was like so excited. Like they sent me a couple of videos like almost like they're like, hey, come to our team type of videos. And I just got to see these videos of these passionate, crazy fans, crazy in a good way, like just so excited. And that was like a normal occurrence, and especially the stadium that I play in here. In a way, it kind of is their version of the Coliseum. They fill it, and every time you're on attack, like the whole stadium is singing the exact same song for the hitter. And that was what I thought I was coming to. But again, my experience is so much different so far than what we were hoping for, what we thought we were getting into. And that's okay. Like as long as we're staying safe and as long as we're getting baseball, no complaints. And I just really hope someday though, within the future, that I get a chance to be a part of that experience of having these fans here. It is cool to see how passionate over here people of all ages truly are about the game.
The Korean League is known for bat flips and big celebrations. In American baseball, the unwritten rules and all that. I mean, I see pictures of Madison Bumgarner wanting to kill guys.
That's exactly who I think of whenever people talk about it too.
So what is your disposition toward that sort of thing? And do you have to restrain yourself at times when you see a guy flip the bat?
The way it was explained to me was that, like, as a culture over here, like the way they see it is like it's part of the show. It's the finish of the swing. It is for the fans. And I then asked the question, so can I cartwheel off the mound after I strike you out? And they're like, yeah, go for it. No one cares. And they just have like a different like idea of what it means. Like, to them, it's not me showing you up as a hitter. To them, it's the hitter celebrating, like, wow, look what I just did. Not like, dude, you suck. Like, you don't even belong on the same field as me. Like, to them, it's like, look what I just did. Like, kind of finish. It's not just on home runs, by the way. Like, my favorite bat flip is my left fielder, Jun Moo. He does it on a fly out to left field. He does it on a ground ball single. He does it, yes, on home runs, but you're just going to see like this literally just like a finish of the swing, like opens his hand and the bat goes flying. Like, and no one really cared. And over here, it's just what everyone does. And so remember, I joined the KBO. The KBO is not joining me. And so when I found out that was part of it, like, I don't really get the choice to like choose like if I agree with it or not, because I joined them. Right. And it'd be kind of cool to see me. If it brought more fans to the game, then I'm all for it.
Maybe in a few months' time, and you're a pretty big guy, so this might be hard to pull off, but imagine when the stadium is full and you strike a guy out in a key situation. I'm thinking of an Ozzie Smith type backflip, cartwheel into a backflip, round off finish kind of thing. Maybe stick the landing. How cool would that be?
Yeah, I don't know if I have the athleticism for that, but that would be pretty funny. The foreigners, if you do something fun on the mound, if you after a strikeout have like a little celebration for yourself, I heard it gets pretty popular within the Korean social media networks, and so I will definitely do my best, given the certain situation, to find myself at least having some fun in that regard.